There are certain things in life that don't make any sense to me. Would you please help me out? Hello again, everyone. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, lead, and inspire. And there are some things that are going on in our present scenario that I just can't understand. Some things in life. Let me give you a couple of them, and then I'm going to get to the real serious one. You know, is it just me, or do you find those lee-moo, emu commercials the most obnoxious things of all times? You have to wonder why the company that puts that out does it so often. It's so annoying. It makes no sense. And I'm just wondering why they do that. Can we get rid of those commercials? Another thing, in a time of a pandemic, is there any justification for people to be wearing socks and sandals? Now, I'm not a fashionista, as my friends will attest, but socks and sandals during a pandemic? Come on. Or how about the Lone Ranger speaking in very articulate Oxford-type language to his companion Tonto, and saying, just 25-cent words, and then after he's all done speaking for 10 minutes, Tonto goes, "Ah, me do." I could never understand that. Now, let's get to a couple of serious things now. Why don't we have any more coronavirus briefings? The problem hasn't gone away. The scenario is the same. Could it be that the purpose of the coronavirus briefings wasn't necessarily to talk about the coronavirus, but actually to try and use it as a stage for the re-election of a particular individual who shall remain nameless? Is the administration listening? Would it be important to find out why some states are spiking and others are not? Now, I'm not saying we need to have a briefing every single day like we used to have, but how about at least once a week where we go over and take a look and see where we are, where we've been, where we should be going, what tactics we should be using? It just baffles my mind. Why don't we have these briefings? Why don't we have some sort of an update from the highest levels as to what's going on with the top experts in the field? But you want to know what's really bugs me, what I really don't understand, is why are we having a rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma that is enclosed, where for 19 or 20,000 people, where they have to sign something that says, "Hey, I realize I can get the virus, but I'm not going to hold you legally responsible for that." Why is that something that's particularly necessary in today's times? The spokespeople for the Trump camp are saying that if people can justify close contact in a protest scenario, why can't they justify a rally the same way? Well, I understand that a moment is a moment, and opportunities do not come with labels. This message, the protest message, was something that needed to be voiced. It doesn't come with a timetable, and the circumstances dictated a risk and reward logic be taken by those people that went to the streets. And they decided that, you know what, this is a fight worth fighting for. I recognize that I'm putting my health at risk, but this is a fight I've been talking about my whole life. This is a fight worth fighting for. That's why I'm willing to go out into the street and do it. But a rally in June? Now, from a strictly medical perspective, the gathering of large crowds is wrong. Spokespeople for the Trump camp, do two wrongs really make a right? What are they producing here? You know what they're producing? A giant Petri dish. A Petri dish is a shallow, transparent, lidded dish that biologists use to culture cells such as bacteria, fungi, or small mosses. It is the most common type of culture plate. The Petri dish is one of the most common items in biology laboratories and has entered popular culture. You bet it's entered popular culture. What do you think is going to happen in that arena? It's going to become a giant Petri dish. You know, the people in charge, the people that are doing this, what's their purpose? Their purpose is obviously for the re-election of the present president. But you got to remember what you're there for. Leaders are in place to serve and not to be served. May I suggest that they follow the platinum rule, which is treat people as they need to be treated, not as you want to be treated. The point is, these people need to look out for the safety and health of people that just aren't doing it on their own. Don't you do that for your children? Don't you hold their hand when they cross the street? Don't you protect them even though they want to go and do something and you say, no, you can't do that? And they start crying and they do it. It's time to stop acting like children. It's time to start acting like parents. It's time to say, this is madness. Why would you put people in peril, 19 to 20,000 people in peril, so that you can have people clap and scream your name in June? I'm flustered. I invite you to please, in the comment section below, tell me why I'm wrong, tell me what I'm not seeing. You know, I'm trying to wear the glasses to see, but I just don't see the logic of it. It makes no sense to me, and I see that the results are going to be incredibly harmful. And because we will never end a meeting on a philosophical note, let's get out there and charge! I'm Eli's dad.